holidays, everyone. I'm Robyn Zimmerman, and this is Talk of the Town. With us now is Pastor Charles Kessler. He has joined us once again. As you know, he is the pastor for the North Island Baptist Church.
I am indeed.
So good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
I know. I love to have you for Easter. You come on Easter.
I come twice a year, Easter and Christmas, and
right?
it's always a pleasant being
give
here
us
with you.
a message, and just being in your presence makes me calm and really think about the reason for the season.
Oh, that's very nice.
Right.
That's good.
So Christmas season, we're in Advent now, is truly about, of course, the birth of Jesus Christ, but also about giving back, right?
It is, and Advent kind of helps us appreciate that. So we have Easter, we have Christmas, the two big holidays for the church, and there's Lent that leads up to Easter, and there's Advent that leads up to Christmas, and it's hope, peace, joy, love, clear evidence of what God is giving to us in Jesus Christ. Now, He's giving us salvation, obviously, and that's the real measure of Christmas. But when you think about the hope that we have in the second coming of Christ, the hope we have in our faith, the peace that Paul says beyond all comprehension, the joy that we have, and the good news of great joy that the angels told to the shepherds, and then the love, for God so loved the world. And it is the great gift that God has given to us. And it's the great preparation that we have in the church. I never celebrated Advent growing up as a Presbyterian, but for whatever reason, but when I was in the Navy, we did it, and it's really just a wonderful time of preparing ourselves for Christmas and the great gifts that God has given to us in those characteristics of Christmas.
So I go to St. Luke's Anglican, and we have a wreath that has the Advent candles
Absolutely.
on it. And so each Sunday, we light another candle, and I think folks don't really understand that it is the beginning, it is as you said, the preparation for the birth of Christ.
It is.
We need to be reflective and thoughtful and be prepared for that.
It helps us to appreciate that. And I'm not sure how your candles are, but typically in the Advent wreath, there's a pink candle for joy.
Yes, we have a pink. Yes.
And that kind of separates everything else because the hope is kind of a serious thing. The peace is, the love is. The joy is just celebration. And I think Christmas needs to be that. It is the gift that God gave. The angels talked about the joy for the shepherds. It says they left the manger as they're glorifying and praising God. They're rejoicing. It is kind of this really is a fun, joyous celebration time. So it kind of separates all of that. It's a great understanding of how God has given to us that great gift.
And so at North Island Baptist Church, I drive by all the time. It's a smaller church.
It is.
Your congregation.
30 people on the Sunday.
Right.
It is. But it is, and I've told people this, it's the most loving, caring, and giving church that I've ever been associated with. And I'm over 70 years old. I've been around for a long time.
And so I bet you have members that have been with the church from the beginning.
Almost from the beginning,
Almost from
yes.
The beginning.
We've had, I think, one or two more that are still there that started the church. But I've been there for a long time.
And your services. So you have a Christmas Eve and then a Christmas Day?
We do, but we need just to talk about the church for just a minute. The giving aspect of all this is so vitally important, and there are two aspects. There's the reciprocal giving that we understand about Christmas giving and receiving, but there's sacrificial giving that God has sacrificed for us, and we need to understand that for Christmas. And North Island does that. We do the backpack ministry where we buy backpacks, we fill them up with all the kind of goodies, and we give them to the association, and they distribute them to Beaufort and Jasper County needy children. And the church has always been at the top of the list of the number of backpacks we donate in a small church that we are to the association. And then we give for international missions during Christmas. And in the past, we've raised over $2,000 for that.
That's
so
fantastic.
Small church that is sacrificial, because the sacrificial giving is giving that you don't expect anything in return. And that's exactly what we do. So it is a very giving time, and we need to appreciate that. It's not about just giving and receiving and getting gifts.
I know. I don't like getting. I love giving.
To
me, the joy is when you see somebody else open up. It gives me much more joy than me.
More blessed to give than to receive. And there is a great blessing in it. And when people don't give sacrificially, they really miss a great blessing in Christmas.
Yes. All right. Very quickly, your service times.
It's 10:30 on Sunday morning, and it's 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve. And that's the real invitation. If you're going to church at Christmas, go at Christmas Eve. It's a marvelous time. We have candlelight service. It's all dark. We light the Christ candle, light everybody else's candle. The church is now glowing. And so the invitation is, come to church, and we'd be glad to have
Just
you.
very quickly, we're basically out of time, but just a quick message.
If you want to go to church, if you want to have a true celebration of Christmas, North Island Baptist Church, 6 o'clock Christmas Eve service. Your church doesn't do that. It's an inspirational time. It's going to be the greatest part of your celebration of Christmas.
Thank you,
Join us.
Pastor. Thank you, and Merry Christmas
Merry
to
Christmas.
you.